Hey, hey, hey! What's up?
Planet Onion.
Hey guys, it's Planet Onion here. Hope you guys are doing well. We have Michael from Team -2 with us today. How you doing, Michael?
I'm doing fine.
And Michael's got some pretty decent results this past weekend. During European Zenkai Cup, he got top 4 by going 5-1.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
5-1.
pretty good.
So not the best, but above average. Michael, take us through the deck and tell us what the hell is going on here.
All right. So I played Son Goku Xeno, which is pretty straightforward black burst deck. I'll go quickly over the leader. So it's pretty simple. On swing, you burst 3, and then you can take life and draw a card. Awaken is at 4 or less. You untap 1, draw 1. Then on the front side, you have a double strike. You have a permanent that he gets plus 5k for every 8 black cards in your warp, 8 battle cards. And you have an activate main that you can place up to 4 black battle cards in your drop from your warp, and you draw a card.
Yep.
So why did I even choose the deck? Because of the recent ban list, it got pretty decent support by getting rid of the God Sealing, so I can utilize this unison. And this deck works around the unison. You want to get it on your push turn. So the unison is pretty simple. It has no specified cost. You can pay 1 and play it. It has +1 that you can play 2 battle cards from your warp to your drop, and -3 that you can take 2 battle cards with Overrealm and an energy cost of 7 or less from your warp to your hand. And it has an auto, which is the most important part of the unison. You burst 1. When you activate Overrealm, he gets a wormhole. So basically, before it was an auto loss to blue decks, because if they got filled your Overrealm, you didn't get the wormhole and you couldn't play second Overrealm, so you didn't get actually any value of the unison. I only play 3 unison instead of 4 because this unison is searchable via the anniversary support this guy deck, but I will show it to you later. That's why I run 3 copies, because also the deck space is pretty tight. So next we have the burst targets. It's a small package. We got 3 Vegetas and 4 Kai super combos. Self-explanatory.
Yep, pretty much.
Then we go through Overrealm targets. I run 7 of small Overrealms. Crit Vegetas on play, burst 3, and Trunks draw 2, warp 1 on play. To be honest, I probably changed the ratio to 4 Vegetas because you wanna burst through the deck as quick as possible to see all your core pieces to finish the game. Then we have big Overrealms. So we run the best Overrealm in the game, combined with the Vegeta to 4 fusion pieces over the thwarting, which I will show you later. We have 2 Broly's, mostly played from warp instead of overwhelming, but sometimes I utilize the overwhelm as well. 1 Masked Saiyan. It's kind of the card that when opponent sees it, it's not gonna go all in. A double strike when you have 1 energy open, so it's more like a scary part that you can actually have this tool in your hand. Then we have 2 Miras, which I find very useful for pushing instead of finishing, because it's Overrealm 7. It has a double strike for 1 colorless energy, and it has an auto that he draws 1 and untaps an energy, so you actually play it for free. So I can have an energy on defense, but I can threaten the double strike. So yeah, that's the Overrealm targets. And then we have the most broken anniversary support, which is Masked Saiyan.
Yeah.
No unique, deflect, 1 drop, critical, that warps 2 battle cards, no restriction. Like,
Yeah.
what else do you want?
Doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that you can play it like Vegeta, crit, turn 1, and then play him, crit, turn
Another
1,
crit.
and then he actually is not going away. It's a 20k threat that stays on the board. So very, very good card
Yeah.
coming in the anniversary sport. So then we have 2 SSG trunks. It's more of a toolbox instead of like important card in the deck, but it's useful sometimes when you want to make sure you get the swing, because the other part for 2 energy you can play the Broly, right? So it's a bigger swing, but if you need a swing, not a bigger swing, so you want to have a dual attack so I actually can survive the 1 negate and the second swings go through. And then we have 1 secret, which is thwarting. Like, don't have to talk much about the card. And by milling, you actually see it quite often, so it's very consistent to be in a deck. So then we have defense lineup, which is 2 Gohanner, a very good card, especially for Gogeta GT, because you can negate the secret rare without actually paying any card from your hand. 3 kind negates, the best black negates, like 1 energy, combo 5, warps a battle card. Nothing more you want from the card. Then we have 3 token negates. You want to get to 4 by turn 3 or turn 4, depending if you start. This is a free defense. You play aggressive deck, so you'd rather not have a lot of energy for your defense part, and you have other tools in the sideboard that can help you against the aggro decks or more like white decks.
Yeah.
For the main board, it's pretty much that's it. So other tools, we have 3 super Kamehamehas against Floodgate meta. The most common is the Gamma. You don't really use it for Android 17 unless you just really want to take your life and have another tool in it because it's a dead card in your hand. Because like Android 17 is okay, you bottom deck 1 card when swinging, but you're swinging for 30k, so it's much bigger threat. You don't need to actually combo. Because the value of 30k swing is much higher than, for example, 20k swing, right? Because your opponent has to like invest 4 cards to get rid of the attack, or 2 super combos. Then we have 2 Champas. We run pretty decent amount of double strike, but well, if you can just
Why not?
Why not? Why? 4 super combos. Self-explanatory. The best black super combo for self-awakened leaders, and the beauty of the deck.
Yeah.
That's why you play the deck. You want to burst through the deck really quick to get this SCR in your drop, most likely because this SCR is so broken that I don't know why they printed it for aggro decks, because like for 2 energy you warp a barrier, you get a 40k on board, you look at your opponent life so you can see what can they draw from their life on your kill turn, and if, for example, there is an SCR in the life that they won't get because you will leave it as the last life, and you get to play something from your opponent warp. And another great part is that when your opponent actually plays a card, you can steal it by warping 1 of your black cards. So you actually get a lot of value. And you want to play him on your kill turn, so you get the most value of the knowledge of your opponent's life.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the main board.
Yeah. What's the deck count right now?
I believe it's 54, 55.
54, 55.
I don't remember exactly which number was it, but you want to stay as low as possible because you want to see it every game, and you want to see thwarting as well, which it's not crucial, but the STR is pretty crucial because like having a knowledge of your opponent life is like making you feel safe to go all in, because you know what they can draw from their life. If there is a lot of negates or if there are super combos, you can actually warp 1 life from using the auto. Oh, by the way, the auto works only if your opponent has 2 or more life, so you can't actually burn the last damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, shall we go through the Z deck?
Yeah. Z deck's next.
I'm missing 1 card, but I will tell you what will be changed. So we play 1 Vegeta. I never actually played it, but sometimes you want to push your awaken faster because you will still awaken on the next turn, and you wanna use your leader effect to drop 4 cards from your walk to the drop to set up your Overrealm for the next turn. The Migras, it's going out. It's just I didn't have anything else to play because I didn't have a dashback support. And then we have the the Z card I was talking about. This is the new anniversary support. He's a critical for 2 energy, 1 Z energy. You play him, you burst 3, and you can bottom deck 1 card from your hand and search for a unison with no specified cost, which is the Migro, obviously.
Yep.
And then he has an activate main. Once per turn, he can get the plus 5k for every 7 black battle cards in your wall. So basically the leader effect, and he's a critical threat, so it's pretty good to reduce the amount of cards in your open hand, or like get rid of the cards.
Yeah.
Right.
How would you change the Z deck going forward?
2 Majin Boos.
Too much input.
2 Majin Boos, obviously, and maybe 3 Majin Boos or 1 pen to have an additional removal for 1 energy. Yeah, that's how I would like to change it.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I don't have dash back, so. And then we have side deck. Side deck is pretty straightforward. 2 black smokes to get rid of the unisons or barrier threats. 2 Gogeta Furious fusions. Much cheaper barrier removal if you need, for example, for Slug or for AOD. And he's a 16k blocker. Koetsukai for arrival matchups like Android 16 or cooler. Hand control hate, like 2 off is enough because you can take it back with your Overrealm Goku. Senzubin. Mixed feeling about this. I don't really think it's required because this is the better card, because this Overrealm lets you just say you have 1 battle card swing next turn and you just don't have to worry about dying. And 3 Shin for Gogeta GT. Against Gogeta GT you want to stay at 3 energy and just spam Shins all the time as long as you can, because you want to get rid of the Vegito and Gogeta. You want to delay it as long as possible, so you can probably threaten them Z Awaken before they actually go into you.
Yeah.
You want to just charge the 4th energy when you know you're going in, like all the time, or you can actually support it with the Bardock, so they can only swing once and you're not gonna be threatened by other swings. So yeah.
All right. So maybe get us through the matchups of the day.
Yes, of course. I expected more of a red matchups, but I actually didn't play any of the red matchups.
Oh.
First round I played against Masked Saiyan Reboot, the black one, the aggro deck, which was pretty intense fight against 2 aggro black matchups, but I managed to win by 5k combo, so pretty intense, I gotta say, pretty intense. Then I played against Gamma. I countered his, I got 2 super Kamehas, I countered his topos, and yeah, I pushed him through like turn 3 or turn 4. Then I played Beerus, the Beerus from Marco Gruszka, I think, and it was, well, this deck goes really well into like slow and grindy matchups, so I pushed him really hard, yeah, and he couldn't handle the pressure I was going with, so I ultimately killed him like turn 3 or turn 4.
Gotcha.
And then I played another Gamma against Manuel Garcia. This one was really close because he sided the Protector of the People, so for my push turn I had to push through a 30k leader, but I managed to pull off the SCR to see his life and finish the game with SCR swing. Then I played against my teammate Oli, shout out to him. He played the AOD, we pretty much know the matchups.
Who's Oli?
I don't really think I have to introduce him. He's the best player in Europe, like confirmed by the nationals. So yeah, we knew the matchups. I think I have an advantage in this matchup because I have the Bardock Overrealm and the Gogeta to get rid of his Babidi.
His barriers.
Yeah, and yeah, it went pretty easy because of I saw the sideboard pieces, so he couldn't push me through. And then in the final, which I unfortunately lost, I played against Crimson with Gohan Secret. The game was really intense. I actually survived the push turn of Crimson when he dropped the SCR and started pushing me. and I made a very big mistake on defense part, because when I actually played my Gohan's rare, I bottom decked my unison, which I needed to push the damage because I thought I have it anyway, because of what I have in my warp and my drop, and unfortunately I did miss one swing to actually push the last damage, because I had to play. If I had the Dashback support, I probably could have it, because instead of Vegeta I would play the Majin Buu and swing for 25k, not 5k, because I then missed the combo to actually push the damage through. So,
Yeah, I see.
So that was it. But I ended up third place, which I'm pretty fine with going.
Pretty fine with.
I mean,
Yeah.
Black is back. I gotta say, Black is back.
Yeah, nice to hear that. Mikey, any shout outs before we
Yes,
close the video?
shout out to Planet Onion for making this deck profile. New content creator, which is gonna be the best content creator in Europe. Shout out to my team, Team -2, and shout out to, as always, the best community in the world, the Polish community.
Nice.
ya.
See ya.